Are you struggling to put food on your table and wondering if the new SNAP benefit increases could finally give your family the relief you desperately need? What if I told you that the government has just announced significant changes to SNAP payments that could mean hundreds more dollars in your pocket every single month, with some families now eligible for nearly $1,000 in monthly food assistance? Could this be the game changer that transforms how you feed your family and manage your monthly budget? If you want to stay updated on all the latest benefit changes and money-saving opportunities that could put more cash in your pocket, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell right now, because we're about to dive deep into the most important SNAP updates you need to know about today. The United States Department of Agriculture has officially released the new SNAP benefit amounts for 2025, and the numbers are more generous than many families expected. These aren't just minor adjustments that add a few extra dollars to your monthly allotment. We're talking about substantial increases that could genuinely impact your ability to provide nutritious meals for your household. The new maximum benefit structure shows clear increases across different household sizes, with some families seeing their potential monthly benefits reach levels that seemed impossible just a few years ago. For single-person households, the maximum monthly SNAP benefit has been set at $292, representing a meaningful increase that acknowledges the rising cost of groceries and basic food necessities. But here's where things get really interesting for larger families. Two-person households can now receive up to $536 per month, which translates to significant weekly grocery budgets that can cover fresh produce, proteins, and essential pantry items that were previously out of reach for many low-income families. The benefits become even more substantial for three-person households, who are now eligible for maximum monthly payments of $768. Think about what this means in practical terms. That's nearly $200 per week for groceries, enough to purchase quality ingredients, fresh fruits and vegetables, lean meats, and dairy products that contribute to a well-rounded and nutritious diet. For families who have been stretching every dollar and making difficult choices between paying bills and buying food, this increase represents genuine relief and the possibility of feeding their children without constant worry about running out of money before the month ends. Four-person households, which represent many typical American families, can now receive maximum benefits of $975 monthly. This amount acknowledges that feeding a family of four has become increasingly expensive, with grocery costs continuing to rise across the country. When you break this down weekly, it provides approximately $245 for food purchases, which allows families to shop with dignity and choice rather than constantly calculating every purchase and avoiding items they want but can't afford. The increases continue for larger households, with five-person families eligible for up to $1,158 in monthly SNAP benefits. But the really significant news comes for even larger households, where the maximum benefits can reach $1,751 per month, an amount that provides substantial food security for families with 6 or more members. These larger benefit amounts recognize that bigger families face proportionally higher food costs and need adequate support to maintain proper nutrition for all family members. What makes these new amounts particularly significant is that they reflect cost of living adjustments that account for inflation and the real-world increases in food prices that families have been experiencing. The USDA doesn't make these adjustments lightly. They're based on careful analysis of food costs across different regions and the actual expenses that low-income families face when trying to maintain adequate nutrition. The fact that some families can now receive nearly $2,000 per month in food assistance represents a recognition that food insecurity remains a serious challenge that requires substantial government support. However, it's crucial to understand that these are maximum benefit amounts, and your actual monthly payment will depend on several factors, including your household income, expenses, and specific circumstances. The SNAP program uses a complex calculation that considers your net income after allowable deductions, which can include housing costs, childcare expenses, medical bills for elderly or disabled household members, and other qualifying expenses. This means that while the maximum amounts provide an important ceiling, most families will receive somewhat less based on their individual financial situations. The income eligibility requirements have also been updated to reflect current economic realities. For most households, your gross monthly income must be at or below 130% of the federal poverty level, which translates to specific dollar amounts that vary by household size. For a single person, this typically means earning $2,510 or less per month before taxes, while larger households have proportionally higher income limits that recognize the additional expenses that come with more family members. What's particularly encouraging about these new benefit levels is that they demonstrate a commitment to ensuring that SNAP recipients can purchase not just basic calories, but nutritious, well-rounded meals that support health and development. The higher benefit amounts make it possible for families to buy fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and dairy products, the kinds of foods that contribute to long-term health and well-being, but have often been financially out of reach for families living on tight budgets. The timing of these increases is also significant, coming at a period when many families are still recovering from economic disruptions and facing ongoing challenges with housing costs, healthcare expenses, and other essential needs. Food insecurity affects millions of Americans, including working families, seniors on fixed incomes, and children whose development and educational success can be seriously impacted by inadequate nutrition. These increased benefit levels provide a crucial safety net that can help stabilize families and communities. For families currently receiving SNAP benefits, these changes should appear automatically in your monthly allotment, though the exact timing may vary by state since different states have different issuance schedules throughout the month. If you're not currently receiving SNAP but think you might qualify under the new income guidelines, now is an excellent time to apply, as the higher benefit amounts make the program more valuable for eligible households. It's also worth noting that SNAP benefits can be used at an increasing number of locations, including many farmers markets, online grocery retailers, and stores that specialize in healthy, fresh foods. This expanded access means that the higher benefit amounts can be used more flexibly, allowing families to shop where they can find the best prices and highest quality ingredients for their meals. The psychological impact of these increased benefits shouldn't be underestimated either. Food insecurity creates stress, anxiety, and difficult family dynamics when parents worry about providing adequate meals for their children. Higher SNAP benefits can reduce this stress, allowing families to focus on other important aspects of their lives like education, employment, and healthcare rather than constantly worrying about having enough food money to last through the month. As we look ahead to how these changes will impact communities across the country, the increased SNAP benefits represent not just individual family relief, but also economic stimulus that supports local grocery stores, farmers, and food retailers. When families have more money to spend on food, that money circulates through local economies, supporting jobs and businesses in communities nationwide. This multiplier effect means that increased SNAP benefits provide economic benefits that extend far beyond the families who receive them directly. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel for more updates on benefit programs, money-saving strategies, and financial resources that can help you and your family thrive in today's challenging economic environment.